2 months ago, I released a video called Every Single Cedar Point Ride and How Long You Should Wait For Them. In that, I had 3 different tiers of how long you should wait for each ride. Today is a busy day in the very beginning of July. It's the Saturday before July 4th. So we are going to test out those numbers. I'm looking for middle tier. I'm looking for middle tier every single time on each of these rides. If you want to know exactly what I'm talking about, please check the link up here too for that video in particular. So we're going to use the posted wait times as a signpost, but we're going to try to ride as many as we possibly can. So today is an experiment. Teacher Trent here. If you have not yet subscribed to this channel, please press that subscribe button. I'd love to have you guys join this roller coaster theme park loving family, and love to have you guys, comment, press that like button, things like that down there. Anything that you do like that always helps more people to find this channel. Let's go. How well these posted times are. And it does look like it's a good day for this experiment because Gatekeeper has already amassed a pretty long line. I came in right at about 10:30 this morning because I want to be here for the bulk of the rides today so that we can really test out these theories so that we're not just starting with the lowest times at 9 o'clock. Instead, we're starting with the bulk of the crowds. So let's go. Let's see how well this works. Gatekeeper says 15 minutes. It's posted as a 15-minute wait. I think I buy it too because while we are outside of the gates right now, we're not that far outside of the gates. So we're going to try it right now. They're opening up a little bit more of the line right now, and we're going to try this. We're also going to check on how long of a wait I said for my middle tier. Let's go. So now, if this does actually take 15 minutes today, that means that this is a shorter wait than it is, than my middle tier would actually be. This would not be a do it, this would be a steal. However, they are letting through some. This is the second empty car that actually go by, so we might be a little bit late on that. Either way, we have made significant progress since we got in line at 9:41. So it's been 9 minutes since we got in line, and we've moved all the way from over there to right here. I think there may have been some sort of a health issue, quite possibly. I'm not going to stay in this line for longer than 45 minutes, so if it takes a full 45 minutes, I will leave this line. They just said that this ride is resuming operation, so let's go. Back row right side. Let's go. Break down this is, or whatever happened there. This is going to be about a 30-minute wait for me right now. Still, that's well within the do-it range, so that's what we're going to do. Oh my word, guys. He's from Disaster Transport. I have not seen him here before. It has been a little bit less than an hour since I stepped in through the gates, and we gotta go find our next ride that will fit within the parameters of this challenge. An hour and a quarter for VALRAVN, but from what the app says anyway, it says Blue Streak is at a 15-minute wait, so I think we're headed there. Yeah, from what I can see, I think this will probably be about a 15-minute wait. I have 15 to 20 minutes in my do-it tier, so we're gonna try this one out, see what we can do. When there are 2 trains, this ride does move pretty quickly forward each time that they fill the train. So we're gonna believe that this is about 15 minutes. Right here, ready to go on. Let's go. It has been 14 minutes. The train is coming in right now.
Welcome on back, train one.
So 15 minutes is pretty much right on the nose. Now, I do have 2 other things that I have listed as priorities for today. One of those is going to see Come See About Me at some point throughout the day today. And because I was able to see Lusty Lil's a couple days ago, and the plan was to be here yesterday, but then I had some fraud on my account and had to go sort that out with my bank. Barely made it home with gas. It was an ordeal, but we did make it, and thankfully Flagstar covered all the costs and all that kind of stuff from the fraud, thank goodness. Because of that, I wasn't able to come back here that evening and watch Come See About Me or watch the parade, which you can actually see the parade route marked out here on both sides of me right now. So I'm really excited to see the parade. I'm really excited to see the show tonight. And I'm late on these things too. I'm about a week late. I didn't realize that they were starting as early as they were. I thought they would start in July. That's not what they did. So, yeah, so instead we're gonna spend some time watching some of those. So if we don't hit every ride, I mean, I'm not gonna cry over spilled milk, but we're gonna try to hit every ride. And I think that these times are going to be helpful with that, I think. This is where I might have to eat some humble pie if I can't hit everything or mostly everything tonight. So come along with me. Let's see if it actually works or not. See if we can make Trent eat some humble pie. Along with the parade and the show, another part of the 150th celebration is the CP Street Squad. That's really hard to say, CP Street Squad. That's something that you can do in the evenings. I think it starts around like 3:30 or 4:30, something like that. But they begin kind of the 150th celebration right here on the Midway. All right, so right now is the time to check out the app for the next ride that I'm going to go on. So we're gonna go check that out right now. App, here we come. All right, Corkscrew is next. Online it says 10 minutes, and it looks like it does here also. And 10 minutes is a steal by my listing. So we're gonna hop on it right now. Like I said, even on a busy day, I'm still looking for steals. I'm still looking for do-its. Just because it's a busy day doesn't mean I have to only do busy day times. I'm looking for better than that, always. I just heard someone say that you need a football helmet on this ride. I agree with them 100%. It's a very good thing if you could have a football helmet on here. It has been 2 minutes officially right now. As a matter of fact, I actually think it's like a minute and a half right now. So we are ready to go right at this moment. Corkscrew is a mistake. Always. But at the same time, it is a classic attraction. It would have been one of the tallest ever made. When it was made, it had the most inversions of any ride at 3. It has the loop and then 2 corkscrews. At this point now, I think we're going to hit Magnum. Yep, it says a 5-minute wait. Let's go. Okay, I put a steal at 0 to 15 minutes. This is a 5-minute wait, and it was less than that in actuality. So here we go, right now. It says a 5-minute wait here for Pipe Scream. All right, once again, I have a steal here at Pipe Scream at 0 to 15 minutes. It looks like this is going to be a 5-minute wait. So we're about to get on right now. Let's go. All right, it can't have been more than like 3 minutes.
Are you not your normal guy?
Yes. Hey, so what's your name?
Xavier.
Xavier, thanks for saying hi, Xavier. What's your favorite ride?
Probably like the Magnum or maybe the Maverick.
Okay, really?
Yeah.
Those are 2 very different rides, so that's cool. Okay, Magnum or Maverick, awesome. Yeah. Well, hey, nice to meet you. Thanks for saying hi.
Nice to meet you, man.
See you later.
I was just on the pipe. I was just looking at the pipe screen. I'm like, oh my God, is that him? It looks exactly like him.
First of all, it was nice to meet Xavier, but we are on our way to hit one more ride now. Pipe Scream, like I said last time, if you sit to the right of that ball, you will be going backwards. If you sit to the left, facing the left, facing the ball but to the left of it, then you'll be going forward for the spin. The spin always goes toward your left. Anyway, though, we are on our way now to Gemini. It didn't have riders just a little bit ago, but I was hoping that I could hit every ride down this corridor right here, the Gemini Midway, before I go grab some lunch, which is sounding really good right now. I'm very hungry, but just wanted to finish up everything first. We'll see what happens after that, or maybe even if there might be a Lusty Lil's showing coming up here soon that I could see while I eat. I'm not sure if there would be, and it's quite frankly not my first priority today, but if I can do something like that while I eat, I find that always worthwhile. Why waste your time just eating when you can also watch a show? Am I right? Of course I'm right. Gemini says a 0-minute wait, which honestly isn't true, but it doesn't look like a massive wait though. This is why I can't give you a specific way that you need to go through the parks. All of these lines could easily be substantially bigger. It does seem like a very busy day. It's just these rides are not the top priority. So I've just hit 6 rides in like 2 hours. So that's gonna get me through this park a lot faster than if I had to wait for all of these at 30 minutes, because the other rides are going to have longer lines anyway. We have several long lines already between VALRAVN, Millennium Force, Steel Vengeance. One of them was down, so maybe that was Maverick too. But either way, there are a lot of 30 to 75-minute lines, including Blue Streak, which is now a 30-minute line also, which means people up at the front of the park have ridden those 2 big rides, the 2 big ones at the very front, VALRAVN and Raptor, and they are now moving on. So they're going, okay, well, hey, we can hit this one, because they don't understand the flow of the park very well. And so because of that, they're losing some efficiency while they're in the park, when they could be back here taking advantage of 5-minute waits. But these rides back here will fall into the same theme as Blue Streak, because back here, all of a sudden, people are going to start crowding in right after lunch here. And then these will all have 25 to 35-minute waits probably at that point also. You have to use your intuition, but a lot of times, doing the smaller wait lines or the smaller publicity lines, the ones that people care about less first, will actually pay dividends in your day. These paths are very, very small. If you need to stop or go backwards on them, they get very clogged. All right, so all 4 rides on the Gemini Midway are done. Plus, we got 2 rides at the front of the park done also, all before lunch. So it's time for us to go grab some lunch. At this point, we have had a lot that we've been able to do to accomplish today. So far, 6 things, 12:46, so we've been in the park for a little bit over 2 hours. So in 2 hours, 6 rides. That is not an average that I am upset or ashamed of at all. So we're now headed to go see about getting something to eat. I'm actually thinking we'll hit Miss Keats, because it was something that I enjoyed so much the last time that I had it. Okay, though, actually, Steel Vengeance just opened up from an all-morning hiatus, I believe. I see a lot of people going back there, but on the app it says 5 minutes. Even if it's not 5 minutes right now, it's not gonna be long. But don't run to it. There's no reason to run to it. 20 people is not gonna make a difference to how fast you get onto Steel Vengeance. There's just no sense to running. You're going to get there when you get there. That is, unless the railroad is about to go, which it is. Might be worth running to get across that. I don't know, but I'm still anticipating that this is going to be longer than a 5-minute wait. We're gonna have to see what actually happens. Yep, so they just opened up. They are still filling the queue, and that is incredible for me. So these people were running. Their dad was right behind me in line. He had one person behind him. You don't need to run. Most people have to go to the metal detectors anyway, and even if they don't, they have to go to these. So there's no reason to run. You just have to, you're gonna have to make a little pit stops anyway, no matter what. So this was not the plan to stop here, but if you see a 5-minute wait on the app for Steel Vengeance, you go to it. I just lectured about running. You don't do that. Okay, so that ended up working out in more than one way, because now we're gonna go grab some food, and Lusty Lil's just started. It's 1:03, I heard them going in there. So that tells me that they're ready to go right away. That chicken looks delicious. No thank you on that. I'll do the corn mixture and some cheese. And I guess I'll take some salsa too. Spicy. It's just a little bit. You can misbehave underneath the way, 'cause nobody can see. It's the one when nights as bright as day. You can be sure there's rapture in store, so give it up for Lusty. She's Lusty Lil, Lusty Lil, Lusty Lil. I've ever covered this before, but there is another door right here on the side. I don't think it's usually open beforehand, but afterwards. You guys are awesome every time.
Thank you for coming in.
So even if you are in the mood to avoid the crowds, but you also want to get out quickly, that side entrance is a good way to do that. We are going to continue with the rest of our day today now that we've eaten, and we have a few more rides that we need to get done. Of course, remember, we are trying for either steals or for do-its on my little chart. We could also, if we can't hit 3 in a row, one of the things I said was, if 3 in a row are not lower than the tier where I would feel like I would want them to be, then I could do a busy day tier also. Because eventually you just have to do something. You can't just wait for forever. So right now we are headed to, I'm not sure, Cedar Creek Mine Ride might be at a 30-minute wait, and that is unacceptable. But we'll look it up and we'll see what we have. Let's go. All right, so Cedar Creek Mine Ride says a 15-minute wait. That is well within our do-it range. It is not a steal though, so this one usually does not have that long of a line. Now I can't see the line here. The only way to see it is to walk into the line. So we'll see how far it lasts. It's probably gonna be decent. I doubt it'll even be 15 minutes. There goes the train though. Also, Pipe Scream was a 4-minute wait and Gemini was a 3-minute wait.
Failure to comply may result in ejection.
Looks like this will probably be 10 minutes here, ready to go, because we're gonna have to wait for one more. Right now it's been about 8 minutes.
Mine ride and enjoy the rest of your day here
on
at
the
Cedar
dot.
Point.
Just today, I have had 2 stains on my hat that were not there previously, because if you put stuff in the bins, you don't know what people have put in there. They might have put all kinds of different things in there. You are taking your chances. So I don't really care for myself. I'm just gonna sweat up this hat like crazy anyway. But if you really care about your things not getting dirty, you need to definitely pay attention to that and be aware that you could end up messing up your stuff a little bit. Still not sure how I feel about this area actually being not the Frontier Festival. It's all empty. It all looks really nice. And you can see through it a lot better, but I don't know. I just love the Frontier Festival in here. When I brought a friend here, he decided that these were the best drinking fountains out of all of this place. And they are the coldest, I have to admit. Probably helps with the trees around here. They are always in the shade at least a little bit. Next on our list is Maverick, if we can fit it into our schedule. I'm not sure if 60 minutes will work at this point yet or not. We may need to write a few more things before we resort to that. But we're gonna look at it right now. Now look, I have been horribly spoiled today because Steel Vengeance was such a nothing wait for me. At this point, we have gotten 8 rides done. But that's something that you might end up running into, is when a ride is closed, if you are somewhere near the ride at the time of its opening, you should definitely book your way over to it. But now it looks like Maverick may be our first actual decently long line at 60 minutes right now, or at least that's what the posted wait time says. So we're gonna check it out. Let's go. All right, so it's 45 minutes here. How you doing?
I'm good.
45 minutes. We are headed in right now. Now, I'm thinking this might be longer than 45, but we'll see what happens. The clock starts now. The app has changed also now to 45 minutes rather than to 60 minutes like it was earlier. It's only been about 15 minutes right now. Steel Vengeance is now a 60-minute wait. The Maverick was a 60-minute wait, and when we got into Steel Vengeance, it was a 5-minute wait. So I would say that we've really done well. Now this is a 45-minute wait, but in comparison to the 60-minute wait that we would have had otherwise, I mean, once again, we're doing really well. All right, it has been 39 minutes. So we actually stopped in the baking hot sun right there for quite a while, probably 10 minutes. It wasn't the longest. So the ride broke down. They did finally cycle us off, and they're still working on the ride now, which is why they're running cycles again. Pro tip, Chick-fil-A gives you the big glasses of water.
This is the face you make.
Okay, we're just gonna head up toward the front of the park and ride all the things that we haven't ridden yet. I don't think we're gonna do water rides today unless we have some extra time. I think I would prefer to prioritize the best rides and the best shows at the end of the night. So the roller coasters, and then I gotta go come see About Me again. I'd also like to see Homegrown, all of those. So instead, we're gonna hit a couple more coasters, and along the way, we may see Homegrown. I'm not sure, we'll have to see what the time looks like for all of that. My favorite place has a pretty long line, actually. That's okay, because we are headed to the Red Garter Saloon. Looks like they are playing right now. So let's go check them out. No, I have seen them before. I remember now. It ain't my fault, so don't blame me. I think our next ride is Millennium Force. Now, I didn't finish up all of that show because it is not my priority for today. I did want to see some of it if I can, so we are headed now here to Millennium Force to get this one off our list next. I think we're in pretty good shape to get all of them done. But we do have Come See About Me at 4:30. So far it's been a 15-minute wait. Looks like 30 minutes is probably really reasonable.
Ride operator to ever live. So everybody give Brandon a round of applause.
So once the next one comes, it looks like it'll be right at 30 minutes. It could be like 31 minutes possibly. All right, so I have less than 30 minutes for me to get into Come See About Me. And the 4:30 showing is the last showing of the day. So I think we're gonna possibly go try Iron Dragon. And then we'll go straight down to Come See About Me after that. Let's see how it works. Just hoping, let's go. We'll have to come back to hit Rougarou later on tonight. But I know with the fireworks, Iron Dragon will close later on tonight, shortly before the performance. So as long as it doesn't have too long of a wait, I'll hit that right now. Iron Dragon is at a 15-minute wait, or at least that's what it says. It looks like it's one of those, like if it was actually a 15-minute wait, it would come out to right here. This is probably going to be less than a 15-minute wait. Regardless, 15 to 25 minutes is what I have as a do it. So we're gonna hit this one way or another. It is right on the low end of a do it. Looks like there are 2 trains. There's one here, and I believe one will be coming through very quickly here. Yep, here it comes now. For 14 minutes. The Pep Rally. Get some water at the dive-in. Target acquired. All right, so we only have about 15 minutes, maybe even less than that, to get down to Come See About Me. So that's where we're headed right now. Now that we've got our water. Now that I think about it, I have still not tried Derby Dogs. Maybe I'll eat there for dinner tonight. To be honest, a hot dog just doesn't sound very good to me. Doors are already open for Come See About Me. The theater still hasn't been filling up though, so I have a feeling I'll have plenty of time to get in there, sit down in the AC, find a decent spot. Woo! All right, I just love that show so much. It is so much fun. And there's one girl, she has the pink sweater on at the beginning of the show. And oh my word, she's so good. Every time she sings, I get chills. It's just, I mean, there's not a weak performer in there at all. But she's the one person I'm gonna really rave over because she's just fantastic. But like I said, they are all spectacular and absolutely love that show. If you have not seen it yet, go see Come See About Me. Oh, also, live theater is so much fun because it's always so unpredictable. And at the very beginning of the show, there was someone who, kind of the main girl, lost her earring. It just came flying off while she did a dance move or something like that. Went right to the front of the stage and a whole bunch of people noticed. I guarantee you every single one of those actors and actresses and dancers all realized what had happened. And every single one of them came up with a plan in their mind right away. And that's part of the fun of live theater, because then I watched as one girl picked it up, put it on her thumb, and had it ready to go. She finally put it on a table and just very smoothly, snatched it up. And that is what makes live theater so much fun, because it's completely unpredictable, and it's fun to watch how the actors and actresses, how the singers and dancers all do something to adapt every time, because it's a little bit different every time. I've gone to see it so many times, and it's worthwhile to go see again and again and again. Well, wow, VALRAVN is at 30 minutes. So we're gonna check that out right now. VALRAVN says only a 30-minute wait. Okay. I think I might believe that. Personally, I think this might be a little bit more than 30 minutes. This is a decently long line. I'm thinking probably more like 45. I have Steel as a 30-minute wait for VALRAVN. Like I said, I'm not sure that this will be a steal necessarily, because I'm not sure that this will actually be 30 minutes. But I don't doubt it that it'll be somewhere around 40 minutes. So 40 minutes is not the worst. I can definitely deal with that kind of a wait. Raptor has people on it again. Rougarou was right at 30 minutes, which is fantastic. So now we have 2 more rides that we need to accomplish by the end of the night. I'd love to accomplish them by 7, but honestly, we have some leeway from there also, because the parade will begin at 7 o'clock over there. But then it will wind all the way down here and then come all the way back behind me over here. So the parade shouldn't make its way all the way to the end until 9 o'clock-ish. And that's actually one of those go to the courtesy corps and ask them about it questions. So that's my plan. After this ride, there's a courtesy corps booth right back here. So I'm gonna go talk to them about that and ask them when the parade will end up at the end. All right, so Raptor says a 30-minute wait. That looks about right. Maybe a little bit less than that. So we're gonna hop in line here and see how long it actually takes. Yeah, that looks about right from what I'm seeing right now. Yeah, this feels about right. I think 30 minutes will be very reasonable here. People are definitely continuing to come on in. It's been 8 minutes so far. 13 minutes and we are here on the stairs right now. I have noticed this trend all over theme parks across the country, from Disney World on Expedition Everest to Fury at Carowinds to Banshee at Kings Island. And it's time to get on right now. All right, I have one more ride that needs to be completed before the night will be considered a success, and that is Rougarou. But after that, I'm also considering riding the 2 water rides. I don't know, would I be crazy to ride those? I mean, it's still pretty warm. So, is that what I want to do or not? I guess that's really the question for me. So we're gonna try to figure it out. Okay, so the parade route is different than last year, and it doesn't, and the show at the end of the night does not include the parade route either. So the parade route actually goes all the way around. So I think they start in that backstage area over there. It comes around this way. So I do need to be ready by about 7 o'clock for that, because he says starts at 7 and it ends like at 7:30. It's not like a really long parade time. So Given and his friends are already on their way. I just have to finish this up, so we will not hit water rides tonight. And I'm perfectly okay with that.
Hi.
All right, so what are your names?
And Ella.
Oh, it's nice to meet you guys. Thanks for saying hi. What is your favorite ride here?
The Raptor.
I just got off it.
I don't do a lot, but I really like Iron Dragon.
Iron Dragon? Okay, awesome. Iron Dragon's really fun too. When I was your age, I used to take naps on it. That was my... It's so nice to meet you guys. Thanks for saying hi. Have a good one. And it says less than 15-minute wait. Sounds good to me. Hello. How are you doing? Doing all right. Here comes the next train. And it looks like this is going to be a straight walk on. Oh, not quite, but might as well be. At 7, maybe 8 minutes. This is definitely a steep. Absolutely. So we are taking this with no problems at all. All right, and for the first time this year, we are going to be hitting Derby Dogs. Let's go see how this tastes. All right, so here you do get chili dogs. Really, you get corn dogs. You get dogs altogether, and then with them you can put like whatever you want on it. So there's like a corn mixture. There's an onion mixture. There's a you can put mac and cheese on it. You can get chili on it. It's kind of dependent upon what you want. And then you also get a bag of chips with your meal. Let's see how it tastes. It's a dog. I'm not sure that there's anything that special about it, except that there's like, they don't do anything like this, but like the buns aren't steamed. It's no Coney Island, but it'll do, especially while you're in the market. It is a smaller amount to eat too. I kind of like that. I still feel like this would be shareable with my daughter if I wanted it to be. So actually the mac and cheese is substantially better, but I think it's just because I like mac and cheese a lot. Okay, so here's where the parade route turns on the other side. No, it turns here on both sides. Now my Derby Dogs review is unremarkable. I mean, if you really, really want a hot dog, it'd be a great place to go and get yourself a pretty nondescript hot dog. Definitely old school pictures that they have here. Ride the Windseeker. Troika in 2023. So maybe they're moving Troika. Pardon our sand. We're building a better boardwalk. Lakeside Views, Boardwalk News. Lakeside Views, Boardwalk News. 50 years of new heights and delights. So, okay, I have long suspected that this is going to be something themed, even though I expected there to be a roller coaster, which I don't think is happening anymore. I do think, well, I mean, I don't think it was ever happening. That was just my speculation. I do think that it has something to do with the boardwalk. And I do know that there's been leaks of a, like a palace or a palladium kind of a theater or kind of a big beach house. I forget actually what it was called. I'm sure someone will correct me in the comments of what it was called. But it definitely looks cool, and it definitely looks like a throwback to the past, and that's exactly what all of those signs are. They are a throwback to the past. I love that. I do wonder if it's going to be, if this new building is going to be connected to the boardwalk. Maybe we'll talk more about that in the future, what I think could possibly happen with it. But for today, just know that basically at this point, I just trust Cedar Point. I don't think that they're doing bad things at all. Just because it's not exactly what I may have wanted, which would be a new coaster, doesn't mean they aren't even preparing for new coasters. I know last year we were so hard up for places to eat. There were lines that were just massive for places to eat. So they have now shored up on places to eat, and there's another place to eat and maybe a bar. So we're gonna talk more about that in the future. Probably another video, I'll do some speculation. But for right now, I trust Cedar Point. I think it's gonna be good. Now, I am waiting on the parade to start here. It should be coming right through here. So I'd like to see it, but then we've got, I don't know, maybe I'll come down here to watch it, because then I can just, even if I have to like bulldoze my way through the crowd, I can do that as soon as the parade kind of goes through, because I want to get right out to go visit with Given and his friends out there on the beach. Yeah, 9:30 tonight is the Celebrate Cedar Point Spectacular. So I'll definitely be excited to go see that this evening. I can see people prepping way back there too. Here it comes. In other places. You can see all of the jet skis and stuff that are available for rental out here. If that's something you would like to do, it is something you can do here at Cedar Point. It is not something that I would do, but it is an option for people who that would be something that they would want. So you've got a lot of stuff. You have obviously life jackets here. You have all kinds of different boats and jet skis that you can use, and all for rental back here. So you have wave runners, boat charters, paddle boats, paddle boards, kayaks, and different types of stuff that you may want while you use their things. So that is an option for you if that's something that you would want to do. Again, it's not my style. I just have never claimed to be athletic at all. There are a ton of people out here on the beach tonight. It's definitely a hopping place. A lot more umbrellas and different kinds of shelters that people have gotten. It's kind of fun. I haven't seen this kind of an atmosphere right here in well over 2 years. It's kind of fun having it back. Cedar Point Beach still does not include their chairs though. That's the thing that they don't have yet. I'm out here on the beach though, so I do need to have my shirt off. But now I'm looking for Given and his friends. I'm not sure where they are. I do see and hear the Chosen Sand Band playing also down here. Man, I can't believe how busy it is down here. This is legit more than I've ever seen before. Crazy. I just found Given and his fiance and his friend. But I do not have any card. I only have cash because my card had fraud on it. So we're going in to get that changed over. So then I will have so that I will have a card, and I can buy a drink out here with the guys. Especially now that I already got food. So there should be one right down here, not too far away. So, all right, here's the deal. If you have an entire park that is cashless, you need to make sure that you have cards in all of your machines for people to be able to use. Even if this is a really busy weekend, which I don't think it is that busy, we just did a whole lot today. But even if it is extremely busy, they should not have run out of cards. They ran out of cards in their cash to card machine. Now I'm sure they'd have other ones somewhere around here, and I don't really care. I don't have to get a drink right now, but that's a problem. I definitely think that that's a problem. Chosen Sand Band. And we've got some friends here. Say hi. What's up? Hey. Justin. Okay, so Given kind of has a injury.
I do have an injury. It's a pretty severe one.
It's a very severe injury, yeah. But he's gonna try. I did not try to coerce him at all, but he's gonna try to do Gatekeeper tonight.
We're gonna try to do Gatekeeper.
He just was like, it's calling my name, and I kind of want to do it. So it's like, hey, I'm not gonna sit in your way. Once again, I have never seen this beach this full of people. It is still sad to me that there are no like seats out here like they used to have, but people are bringing their own crap now, so okay, so we're back in with Given. We've got vlogception going on.
So to be able to come back to the park and kind of just chill, ride, whatever, maybe catch a ride on Gatekeeper if it doesn't absolutely murder me, is nice, you know?
Shouldn't be too long. All right, you ready? We've got one more. All right, so he is not being careful at all. But he's decided to do it again with Raptor this time. And look, hey, I'm not here to stand in the way of a good time, so you do what you gotta do, Given. We also picked up Tyler. We got another friend with us. So I think they'll ride this one together. Yes, he's not being careful.
I am not being
at
careful.
all.
Absolutely not.
This is not my idea. Hi, Tyler.
Hi.
Okay, so this thing has been down for a lot of the day, and it just came back up. Obviously, I rode it earlier today, but it's definitely a walk-on. We're gonna try to get right up into here and get one more ride on Raptor today. I hope it doesn't kill Given or he doesn't pass out from pain or whatever, but I guess if he does, that's his fault, not mine.
Millennium 455 times.
And it's time to go. Let's go.
Not cutting in some sides, so I wasn't expecting that. I was kind of like ready for it to absolutely destroy me, but no, it was actually more comfortable than Gatekeeper.
I just feel sweaty no matter what it is. Okay, so Given, how was that for you?
Terrible, but worth it.
Really?
Worth it.
Okay. Terrible, but worth it. So anyway, we had a lot of fun. I'm glad to hear that it was worth it for him. And that now makes for me, I think 18 rides for the day. All coasters. And then 2 shows, a parade, and now one final end of the night show. That's where I'll be headed right now once we drop Given off. So many people coming back in for the show tonight. How beautiful it is tonight. The silhouette of Magnum, the boardwalk, the beach. It is busy this 4th of July weekend, but I'm a little bit surprised at how much we were able to do. We'll talk about that a little bit more after the parade. Tons of people are entering the park right now to go watch the fireworks, which is where I want to go also, but it was a big line, and I also needed to go get some water. So I see they have some water set up now or something with ice in it, so we're going over here. I think this might be a lifeguard game. For a second I was like, this looks professional, and then I was like, oh, I think it might be lifeguards. That's kind of fun. Get off your shift, come here and play a game of volleyball. Yeah, so this is much better. Nobody's in line over here. Now, obviously they've changed the way that this show works this year, because last year it incorporated some of the floats from the parade. But I'm interested to see what they're actually going to do this year with it. Is it a different show, or is it just entirely the same? I know that from the preview that I saw, I know that there's some stuff that's similar, but it'll be interesting to see the entire show. So anyway, I'm excited. I've got just a few minutes and I'll be up there, but it will be nice that things don't get congested quite like they did last year because of the floats going down the street and through the pathways and all that. Plus you can see the parade better during the parade this year, so that's nice too. I smell coasters. Smells really good.
And when you hear your favorite coaster, we want you to make some noise!
Wow. Nobody does end of night entertainment like Cedar Point. Like, nobody around here anyway. It is so good. And it almost makes me want to cry. At this point now, the mass exodus begins. And this is the thing that I want to avoid. I hate this. I hate the mass exodus. So we are going to the beach instead. First, I'm gonna need to find a place to exchange my money. Now, I have not talked about this yet, so at least not this year. I talked about it at Kings Island this last year. But in order to do this, you just press touch to start. So this is the ready station. And you have to convert your card to cash because Cedar Point is a cashless place now. You press get. If it doesn't work, I ran into that earlier today, that means that there are not enough cards there. So then we accept. Yes. There we go. Okay, cool. And then take the money that we're gonna put in, put it down here. Do not use wet cash, be careful about that. So if you've gone on a water ride, you don't wanna use wet cash for this. I'm done. Finished issue card, or you can add more money if you have more bills that you would like to add. Finished issue card. Transaction complete. So I take out my card. There it is, my ready card. SMS text. You put your number in for that. Send receipt. All right. And then a text will come to your phone. So that's the ready station right there. Well, I did not realize this, but the park is actually open until 11 tonight, not till 10. So I'm kind of wondering if maybe I should go do a little bit more because I can. Now, I will say I'm very low on battery though. So as soon as I run out of battery, I'll be going straight to the car. So if it cuts out and you see me in the car, that's why. Steel Vengeance says a 30-minute wait. I'm banking on that it's actually lower than that. So I think this is kind of a helpful prelude to understand the kind of audience that's going to be here in the night, in the night activities. This line might be a half hour. I'm not sure. All right, it has been 16 minutes in line, and we're getting our locker. So altogether, that was 19 rides, and it could have been easily more than that because I spent about 2 hours on the beach, also watched the parade, and watched the show at the end of the night. So not a bad day at Cedar Point.